Hello everyone in YouTube world. This is my 1 year update of my experience with Bell's palsy, Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. Today's Saturday the 23rd of August 2014 and Monday the 18th was my 1 year anniversary of the onset of my right-sided facial paralysis. I've made a pretty good recovery. My last video was several months ago and I'm really happy with my progress, and I'm hoping to have more in the next 6 months or so. I suppose I can show you some facial expressions. The first thing I'll point out is the synkinesis that I have. There's a lot of kind of nerve crossover stuff happening on the right side of my face, so my eyebrow movement is quite a lot better, but when I raise my eyebrow, the side of my mouth moves. Yeah, I'll show you this here. There it is. So I have more wrinkles here than before, but you'll see that my mouth moves at the same time. And it's difficult to stop that from happening. When I blink, my mouth moves as well. I'll do that without talking. But I have full, easy eye closure, which is good. What else? My smile. Still not very symmetrical, but it's way better than it used to be. When I smile, I also have some synkinesis that I can feel. It may not be obvious. So when I smile, this muscle here moves, which makes my eye feel a bit weird. What else? My pout is a lot better, a lot stronger, and quite a lot more symmetrical. Yeah, sorry, smiling with teeth. I can show more teeth now, which is good, but I still have very little movement on this side here. So that's that. What else was I going to show you? Oh yeah, my flute playing is coming back, which is good because I can kind of play again on the silver. I guess it's a classical flute, but I don't play classical music on it. On the silver flute, I struggle a little bit with the top register, but that I just probably need to work on that, and hopefully that will come back. I'm trying to learn to play the Irish flute as well. I'll give you a wee demo of that maybe at the end. Something that I'm just looking at my notes here for a second. Oh yeah, when I play the flute, my right eye partially closes, which is a bit weird. And when I yawn, when I do a big yawn, which I can't do spontaneously, this eye closes almost completely, which is also rather weird. Then what else? I've mentioned in previous videos that after onset, well, before onset of the paralysis, I had this strange tingling feeling at the tip of my tongue, and a sore throat kind of feeling at the back of the roof of my mouth, which later developed into shingles in my mouth. And I would really like to hear from anybody who's had that experience with Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. The seventh cranial nerve supplies the tip of the tongue and the roof of the mouth, so it kind of makes sense that was the nerve that got inflamed, and that was where I got my shingles. But until recently, I had the tingling in my tongue kind of came and went, but pretty much was around for 6 months or so, and then it disappeared. And when you're not ill, you don't think about it, and but at the end of July, which would be, I guess, about a month ago, I found myself thinking, oh, my tongue feels a bit tingly. and I kind of dismissed it, but then it came back, and it certainly hasn't developed into the full shingles again, which is good, and I haven't had a relapse of the paralysis, but it's just not very pleasant. So I don't know whether that's a seasonal thing. The weather's beginning to get a little bit cooler now, and maybe my immune system's just a bit off. So I'm trying to. I'm taking vitamins again. I'm taking vitamin D supplements again because maybe the summer's been quite nice and hot here in the UK, but maybe. Because I sit in front of a computer at work all day, maybe I'm not getting enough sun, so I'm taking the vitamin D again. I'm taking vitamin C and zinc, and some multivitamins as well. I think vitamin C and zinc are quite good for the immune system and maybe viral infections. And I also have been trying to remember to eat spicy food, because there was research that I came across, which I've mentioned before, that seems to indicate that spicy food might be good at kind of combating viral infections. What else was I going to say on that? Chills. If I get a chill in the evening, like I was at a friend's house and we sat outside a couple of weeks ago, and I woke up about 1:30 in the morning with a really sore tongue. I went downstairs and took a medicinal teaspoon of Tabasco sauce to try and, which seems to help. I don't know whether it's a placebo thing, but spicy food seems to help a bit. Another thing I wanted to say is that there were several people that I was kind of in discussions with here on YouTube who had also been diagnosed with Bell's palsy or Ramsay Hunt, and I'd be very interested to hear from all of them how they're getting on and what improvements they've made, so that would be good. So please send me messages. I think that's all, really. I might give you a blow on the flute. I hope I won't be embarrassed by that, but I will probably check back in about 3 months, and it would be good to hear from all of you about your experiences if you'll leave comments or send me a message. So anyway, we'll see you. Bye. Here's a little Irish tune that I've been working on. I hope I can play it.